Hello everyone and welcome to my channel and welcome to this video. Today I will show you how I painted this cute little bird, and for the rest of four you can find tutorials on my Patreon together with the free sketch for download for all 5 of the birds. So to paint this one I have used Centenaire watercolor paper. This is 100% cotton, 300 GSM or 140 pounds. For the watercolors, I have been using white nights, and for this particular painting, I have been using yellow ochre, some carmine, burnt sienna, and sepia. For the brushes, I have been using this Panart number 8 mop brush, Panart number 4 detail brush, and this no name detail brush. Also, I've used this Art Creation all-purpose white paint, but you can be using gouache or white acrylic, whatever white you have available. I'm gonna start with yellow ochre, and I did not wet my paper, so I'm painting wet on dry, and I'm gonna paint that first bird in yellow ochre, very light wash, and then just on top of the belly of my bird I'm gonna add a little bit more of the yellow ochre. Afterwards I'm mixing some carmine and yellow ochre and painting in the bottom part of the belly and also the wings. A little bit more of the carmine on the wings and at the lowest part of the bird and also on top of her head. This time painting wet on wet. Also rinsed my brush and I'm just moving that paint around, softening some edges. Now with burnt sienna, I will add a little bit of the paint underneath the eyes and also on the wings. Painting the bow with carmine and then just with the clean water slightly softening the inner edge. With sepia, I will paint the darkest shadows and also darkest parts of my bird at the bottom of her belly next to the feet and also at the bottom of the wings. I switched to a smaller detail brush and just adding some details with sepia and also carmine on the belly and on the wings. Again, rinsed my brush and I'm gonna soften the top edges. With again yellow ochre, I will be painting top of the head. Rinse my brush, again soften the edge. And with sepia, just gonna add a couple of more of the details. Some of the hairs or feathers sticking out. And a little bit more of the yellow ochre. Adding in between the eyes, very light wash of burnt umber or burnt sienna, sorry, and painting in the beak also with burnt sienna and some sepia. With sepia, I'm gonna also paint the eyes, edges of the eyes using this detail brush. Some eyelashes and the iris. Same thing also for the other eye. Eyelashes. And the iris. I'm gonna add a little bit of the water and soften the edges of the iris. If you're not sure about this, just leave it to dry and then use some light wash of sepia to paint in that part of the eye around the iris, adding some also yellow ochre. And then a little bit of the burnt sienna underneath the eyes and inside of the eyes. I'm gonna paint the legs very simply using sepia. I'm not gonna go into the details, and also add a little bit more of the sepia at the bottom of the wings and at the beak. Also gonna paint in this edge in the eye. My paint is still wet, my paper is still wet, so you can see that the pigments are slightly bleeding, so just make sure you're not using a lot of water in your brush if your pigments are still also wet, your paper. So I did dry this completely, and now I do want to add a little bit sharper edge, fill in iris even more, and then with this white all-purpose paint I will add highlights in the eyes. So with that, we are done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna give this one a try. Remember, free sketch is available if you join my Patreon for free, and if you join in as a paid Patreon, you will have access to all 5 of the videos painting each bird in real time. Thank you so much, guys, again for joining me today. If you do like this video, please hit the like button, share it, and comment. If you haven't still subscribed to my channel, I have lots and lots of tutorials here, so I'm sure you will find something for yourself. Again, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!